With Sophia. Today's class is yoga for sciatica as requested by Li Ming, and sciatica is all to do with the piriformis primer, and that is an external rotator muscle, one of a number of small deep muscles that rotate the leg outward, the hip, and it is notorious for causing sciatic pain. So when the piriformis gets tight, it pinches the sciatic nerve, and that causes a burning pain at various points during the nerve path. So today's class is all about targeting the piriformis primer, and hopefully will help ease any symptoms and pain you may feel. So we're going to sit in Sukhasana pose, taking a deep inhale and an exhale. So we're just getting ourselves grounded, ready for the practice ahead, starting to get focused, drawing our awareness inwards and within. Deep inhale, exhale. Deep inhale, exhale. So we're drawing our focus to the spot right in between the eyebrows, the third eye, the Ajna chakra. Deep inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to flicker the eyes open now. Deep inhale, hands above the head. Exhale, namaste, hands down towards the chest. And again, deep inhale, hands up high above the head. And exhale, down towards the chest. Inhale, hands up above the head. And exhale. What we're going to do now is, as we inhale, reaching up, and as we exhale, lift the knees and really squeeze the knees into the chest. So it's a very dynamic movement, and it's going to start really warming us up. You can even do a little hiya when you get those knees up high. Draw your stomach muscles in, because this is doing core work and it's not a crunch, so we like it. Deep inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, stretching forward, reaching forward, coming out from the hips. Deep inhale, should feel a nice stretch for the hips, this one. Okay, we're going to come on up, inhale the hands up, and exhale, we're going to twist that left hand to the right knee. Inhale up, right hand to the left knee, and twist, twisting from the waist. And we're going to come up now onto all fours, and we're just going to do a nice easy cat-cow pose just to start warming up the spine. So as we exhale, we arch, draw the stomach muscles in. Inhale, draw the face up towards the sky, we drop the back. Inhale, exhale, arch. Inhale, exhale, arch. It's just going at your own pace now, following your own breath rhythm. And now just turning towards the left, looking at the left hip, swing the right hip round, turning to look at the right. So we're getting a nice little stretch on either waist. I'm going to tuck the toes under for Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Just walking the heels in place, and can twist the knees and toes to one side and then the other, just warming up the spine. Sometimes it's quite nice to twist in down dog, just to really start warming us up. Well done, that's lovely. We're going to inhale to plank, exhale chaturanga, inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Savasana. Inhale the right leg up. Let's bend that right knee for three-legged dog. Inhale, step that right foot in between the hands. Inhale, we're going to come up now to a lunge pose. Exhale, we're going to twist to the right, so left elbow to the outside of the right knee. For a nice twist, always good for a detox. Let's place that left hand down on the outside of the right foot. Inhale, open. Exhale, come back down. inhale to plank, exhale chaturanga, inhale to up dog, exhale downward facing dog. You're going to inhale the left foot up, exhale bend the knee, inhale step that left foot through, inhale to lunge pose, exhale and inhale right elbow to the outside of the left knee and twist. Inhale the hands up, exhale folding forward. We're going to step back to plank pose, exhale chaturanga, inhale to up dog and twisting to look over each shoulder, optional chaturanga, exhale downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, you're going to bend that right knee to open up the hip, inhale step the right foot through, exhale, inhale to come up into a lunge, and we're going to drop that back knee very gently, exhale hands to the chest, and you can rest your hands just above the knee, inhale up, exhale twist into the right, so left hand to the outside of the right knee for an extra twist, inhale back up, exhale, let's frame that front foot, and we're going to slowly draw that right hip back, straighten the front leg, bend the knee again, inhale step back to plank, exhale chaturanga, inhale to up dog, exhale downward facing dog. Inhale the left foot up, bend that left knee to open the hip, inhale step the left foot through, exhale drop that back knee down very gently, inhale hands up, exhale namaste hands, and you can rest the hands just above the knee just for an extra lunge action there that's targeting the psoas muscle. Inhale the hands up, exhale right hand to the outside of the left knee and twist. Inhale back up to centre, exhale frame that front foot, and we're going to slowly come back, exhale chaturanga, inhale to up dog, exhale downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. Inhale, exhale. We're going to go do dolphin pose now. It's as though you're drawing the elbows together, so we're going to bring the forearms down onto the mat, inhale to down dog, exhale elbows on the mat, inhale to down dog, and this time we're going to hold dolphin pose, so keep the footwork exactly as we have them in downward facing dog. Draw the tailbone to the sky, come back to plank pose, exhale chaturanga, inhale to upward facing dog, exhale downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, bend the right knee so we open the hip, inhale step that foot through, and come up to Virasana 1, Warrior 1, exhale Warrior 2, Virasana 2. You can drop that back hand, inhale, drop that front hand on the inside of the right foot, Utthita Parvasana Konasana, extended side angle pose. Let's straighten the front leg, step the back foot in slightly, exhale roll the shoulders back, inhale ribs over until armpit is in line with knee for Trikonasana, triangle pose. You can place that hand on the outside of the front foot. You can look down from time to time if it's hurting the neck. Inhale coming up, let's bend that front knee. I'm just stepping back a little bit so I've got some extra space because we're going to do crescent moon pose now. So we're going to slowly lift up that back foot, draw the toes in towards the shin. That can help with balance, although I'm having a good old wobble here. Don't worry if you wobble, just readjust, go through the stages again. Draw the stomach muscles in. It helps to have a drishti point, that means a gazing point. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose, is quite a challenge, so I hope you enjoy it. Remember, we love our challenges, really. I'm going to exhale, both hands now down, square the hips so we're framing the foot. I'm going to step back into pyramid pose, draw the hips square. And now to revolving triangles. So let's bring that left hand to the outside of the right foot. Inhale, open the right arm up towards the sky. And you're pushing that top hip back, so we're really getting a strong action there. Okay, we're going to step back to plank pose. Let's do our vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Savasana. Okay, we're going to inhale, exhale, same as before, dropping the elbows down into dolphin. Remember, we can't touch the elbows together, but it's that action of trying to squeeze them together. Exhale, dolphin pose, hold for a few seconds. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga, inhale to up dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up behind you. You're going to bend that left knee and step it in between the hands. Inhale for Virasana 1, so make sure the back heel is grounded. Exhale, warrior 2. That's lovely, and we can drop that backhand. Inhale, exhale, reaching forward. Inhale back, exhale, and you can drop that hand by the inside of the front foot. Bring the top hand over the ear for an added variation. Enjoying our side angle pose. Inhale, coming up, we're going to straighten that front leg, draw the knees up, exhale, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, tipping the ribs over that front leg, exhale, Trikonasana. Place the hand wherever it lands. That can be the shin, it can be the ankle, it can be the outside of the foot. I'm going to bring now that top hand down. Sorry, we're going to come into half moon pose. And again, I'm just readjusting here so you can see me on the film. So coming into half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale, lift the back foot up, draw the toes towards the shin, draw the stomach muscles in. This is my better side, as you can tell, although I do have a little wobble still. We're going to frame that front foot now, step the back foot down with the toes at about a 45-degree angle for pyramid pose. Square the hips, it's going to be a really dynamic stretch for that front leg, all of the hamstrings. I'm going to bring the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Inhale, open the top hand to the sky. Should feel a really strenuous stretch for the hips. Okay, I'm going to step back to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. We're going to go into reclining hero's pose now. So this may be enough for you now. This may already be targeting the quadriceps. If you can though, you're very slowly going to lie back down. Oh, the puppy was eating something he shouldn't then. That's why I'm suddenly disappeared. He got a plastic pot in his mouth. That's why I was telling him off. He's a very naughty puppy. Okay, we're coming back now. So we're going to do reclining hero's pose. You'll notice in a lot of my yoga videos, I have my bunny, Brew Bunny, and I have my puppy, Ozzie, often running around. And that's because this is my real practice. This is what I do every single day. So this is real life yoga. He's been so naughty. Just enjoying reclining hero's pose. It's a nice little curve in the back when we do this, so it feels quite good. Inhale, come on up. And we're just going to reset in hero's pose. Sorry, in child's pose. Step back to plank, exhale, chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. I'm going to step or jump the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. You can take hold of the ankles if you want. enjoying the forward fold, letting gravity draw you down in the weight of the head. Inhale, hands on the shins for gazing pose. Come on up and exhale. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Bring that left elbow to the outside of the right knee, twist, inhale back to centre, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, come on up, deepen the pose by going a slightly deeper with bent knees. Inhale up, exhale for a slight back bend. Just stepping back a little bit. Inhale, we're going to step that left foot behind the right for a nice little side twist. Take hold of the left wrist, come back to centre, right foot behind the left, take hold of the right wrist and draw it to the left. Inhale, back to centre, exhale. He was so naughty during this whole practice. You'll notice I've got a very stern face, he doesn't listen to me very much so. And back to, so we're doing eagle pose now, so we're going to cross that left leg, hook it round the right, we cross the elbows. So it's the left elbow on top of the right. And you can deepen this pose by bending the knees more. And let's repeat on the other side. So we're going to bend the right leg, hook it round to hold that left calf. And we're going to bring the left arm underneath the right, palms touching, if you can. And again, you can deepen this pose by just bending the knees a little bit, going deeper into the squat. Okay, inhale, come on out, into chair pose, exhale, deepen, inhale, come on up, tip the hips forward for a slight back bend, inhale, back to centre, exhale, inhale, cross the thumbs, inhale, draw a line to the sky, exhale, folding forward. Toes and a nice forward fold. We're going to step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to come into a cross-legged position now. Let's straighten those legs out and you can give them a little shake. Lift one butt cheek up, then the other, and that just gets you sat up a little bit better. So we're going to bend the left knee. Take hold of the left thigh with the right hand, inhale the left hand round and we twist, twisting from the waist. So this is Marichi pose. So called Marichi asana, and let's repeat on the opposite side. So left hand takes hold of the right thigh, inhale, gazing over that back shoulder. The twist should start from the waist. Okay, I'm going to do half Lord of the Fishes pose now. So we're going to inhale, knee to the left, the right knee over the left. Take hold of that right thigh with the left hand and we're gazing over that back shoulder. Ardha Chandrasana. And you can do a variation here where you straighten that left leg to take hold of, straighten that left arm to take hold of the bottom knee. We're just cartwheeling the hands over, coming up onto that left hip to rewind what we've done. Okay, knees to the right now. Let's bring that left foot and the toes of the left foot just beyond the right knee. Take hold of the left thigh with the right hand. Inhale to look over that back shoulder. Ardha Chandrasana. And you can do the other variation we did on the opposite side. So you straighten the arm, take hold of that bottom knee. It's just a more dynamic twist. You go that little bit further. Inhale back to centre. We're just going to roll the legs, just shake them out a little bit. Okay, and I'm just lifting one butt cheek, then the other. Not very glamorous, but it does get you sat down nicely. So we're going to do Tadasana now. So all we're doing, it's such a tiny movement. Hands by the hips, and we inhale, squeeze the calf muscles into the ground, and it lifts the heels off the ground. And you can make this a little more challenging by then lifting the bum off the ground as well. Okay, let's do arches pose. Inhale, take hold of the left toes, draw the knee underneath the armpit. You can do a little arm balance here if you want to. Another little challenge. Inhale, lift that right leg off the ground. And exhale. Just give everything a nice shake out again. So it's a little bit of a challenge if you'd like to have a go. Pause the video to do that arm balance again. So we're going to repeat on the opposite side for archer's pose. So we're going to bring that right knee under the left arm, under the right armpit. And again, if you would like to have a go at the arm balance, pause the video, watch through, have a try again. And just shake the legs as we come out. Well done, everybody. Bubby was so naughty, just wanted to go give him kisses. So we're going to do Baddha Konasana. So we're going to open the soles of the feet like a book to the sky. If you want to, you can bring the elbows into the sides of the knees. Open the soles of the feet towards the sky. You can bring your hands forward if you'd like to deepen the hip stretch. Put the hands under the knees, just help the knees together. I'm going to do a nice wide-legged pose now, so I'm just turning to the side so you can see what I'm doing. Try to not let the knees roll out. We don't want them the knees rolling forward or out. We want to keep them centered. Inhale, and we bend from the waist and coming from the hips, coming forward. I'm hidden by the flowers. As you might have noticed, I do like my flowers. So just inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. And we're just going to drop one elbow on the inside of the leg. So we're getting a nice twist. And let's repeat on the other side. So elbow is in line with the knee and the shin. Inhale, come on up. And again, we're just going to come forward to see if we can deepen the pose a little bit. Notice if you go any further when you try it this time. Inhale, come on up. And just help the knees together. Okay, we're going to bend the knees. Inhale, draw the stomach muscles in. Exhale, down, nice and slowly. Inhale, exhale. So we're going to do bridge pose now. So we inhale, lift the seat off the ground. Exhale and release. Inhale, lift the seat off the ground. Exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale. Just going at your own pace, at your own rhythm. It's a really fabulous one. So we're going to cross the left ankle over the right thigh, take hold of the back of the right thigh, and we draw it towards our upper body for a stretch in that left hip. It's a fabulous stretch, this one, and it's also good for lower back pain. Let's repeat on the opposite side. So we thread the hands underneath, take hold of that thigh, and draw the knee towards the upper body. So now we're getting a stretch in the right hip. Okay, draw the knees into the chest, just rocking from side to side. I'm going to do a few bicycle crunches now. So opposite elbow to knee, draw the stomach muscles in. Key here, make sure your stomach muscles are drawn in. We're going for about 20. We've probably done about 4 already. So just go at your own pace, doing 20 alternating elbow to knee ab crunches, otherwise known as bicycles. So inhale, exhale. The slower you go, the harder it is. Bear that in mind, okay? So we're almost done. Keep going. Inhale the knees into the chest and just do little circles with the knees. Just releasing that tension. Okay, we're going to inhale the left leg up and we're going to bring pointed fingers to the outside of that left leg. Try to make sure the right leg doesn't touch the ground. It's there hovering. And I'd like you to do 20 on this side if you can. Obviously pause, do a few less if you want to. And now we're inhaling up to touch the toes. So this is targeting our lower abdominals. Keep going, well done. Keep going. And now on the opposite side, so we drop that left leg, exhale, hands outside of the right leg and pulse. So aiming for 20. Just keep your own count. And again, trying to touch the toes. Well done. Keep going. And knees into the chest. Well done, yogis. Do nice little knee circles. Well done. So we're going to now do a toe hold. So take hold of the left toes with the index finger, middle finger, and then slowly going to open that leg out to the left. Keep your right hand on the right hip to stop it popping up. Deep inhale. Exhale. Don't forget that bottom leg as well. Keep it pointed. And we're going to return, knees into the chest. Exhale. Let's repeat on the other side now. So yogi toe hold for the right leg. Straighten that right leg. Exhale, allowing it to tip out to the right hand side. Keep the left hand on the left hip to stop that hip popping up. Well done. So it's a really big inner thigh stretch, an area that we don't tend to stretch enough. This is really targeting the piriformis as well. Inhale, come back to center, knees to the chest. Exhale, forehead to the knees. We're just going to cross the ankles. Inhale, roll up to a seated position. We're going to do fire log pose now. So let's bring that left ankle on top of the right knee. We're trying to get our shins in parallel. So it sounds simple, but it should feel a really dynamic hip opener. So just be very gentle with yourselves, yogis. Don't push. This isn't one to force. This is a gradual one. So we inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, give your legs a little shake. We're going to repeat on the right hand side now. Okay, so right ankle on top of the left knee, and we're trying to draw the toes towards the shins. That will help with getting those shins parallel. And you'll notice I'm quite tight on this side. You see, I'm exactly the same. We all have our weaknesses, but you learn to breathe through any pain that we may feel in life. That's what our yoga practice teaches us. So we get to our edge. We call it our edge in yoga. So it shouldn't be painful, but it should feel, a little discomfort. That's normal. Okay, let's shake the legs out. Well done. We're just going to come into a table pose, just to stretch out the stomach, just to realign. Coming back down. Hands either side of the knees. Exhale, slowly lying on our backs. That's lovely, well done. Just lying on our backs. So we're just going to do a few twists now. So we have cactus arms, and we're very slowly going to drop the knees either side, and we look in the opposite direction to the knees. So we're getting a nice supine twist. We love twists because they're fantastic for detoxing the body, helping realign the spine. They're very good for us. Just going at your own pace. Inhale, take hold of the edge of the feet. Exhale for happy baby. This is possibly the most awkward angle for you to be looking at, but I tell you what, this pose is so good for you that I don't even care. Okay, we're going to now lie in reclining Baddha Konasana. So this is really great for any tight hips. We're going to place the hands on the lower abdomen. And guess what, guys? This is the end of your class. So I just want you to really scan the body. Are there any areas of tension? As we inhale, we focus on those areas. And as we exhale, we release ourselves from that tension, that stress, or any pain that we're feeling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So we start to deepen the breath. Think Buddha bellies as we inhale, really inflate the stomach, pushing the air underneath the hands. And as we exhale, draw the stomach towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale. Buddha bellies, everyone, really inflate the stomach. And exhale, stomach towards the spine. And just breathing at your own pace now, enjoying this time and silence we've created within our day. I just want you to breathe at your own pace. If you feel any thoughts arising, it's totally fine to acknowledge them, but don't get distracted. Instead, draw your attention back to the third eye, the spot right in between the eyebrows. I just want you to enjoy some silence now. If you need to stretch your legs out into Shavasana pose, corpse pose, that's absolutely fine. But we're just going to rest here, enjoying the solitude and the quiet of simply being. Inhale, knees into the chest, just gently rocking from side to side. If you've got normal blood pressure, I want you to roll to the right hand side. If you've got high or low, then to the left. And we'll just rest for a second in the fetal position. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming up into a seated position to close our practice. Moment, resetting. Inhale, the hands above the head, bringing all the joy, energy, happiness, prana. We bring it down to our third eye for intuition, to our lips so we speak kindness, and lastly to our hearts for compassion. And I say a very big namaste. Thank you for practicing. Thanks, guys. Inhale, we're going to start to wake up. Inhaling the hands above the head, exhaling to finish our practice. Thank you guys, thank you for joining this practice.